Iryna Zarutska, she was a Ukrainian refugee. She was attacked brutally and murdered last month, the very end of the month, and it's the video has just been released, and I'm sure most people have seen this, but it is being downplayed and not covered by a lot of the media news outlets that are out there. And we're going to see the beginning of this. She's getting off of work. She worked at a pizza parlor and just walking on the bus and sit down on her phone, and she was attacked by this man sitting behind her. As you can see, this is her walking on to the train right now after she's getting off from work. She's a blonde woman. Sitting behind her is a black man in dreadlocks. And a lot of information has come out about him recently, that he was actually released 14 times for many different events that happened. But you can see he is very distressed. Something is going on. And when he sees her sit in front of him, I don't know what is possessing him to do this, but something extremely evil in what he does.
Please stand clear.
Just unknowing anything is about to happen in her life that is about to be changed forever. And you can see him pulling out a knife, and then it gets very graphic. I think I wanted to skip over to just to kind of get out of that, but just what people are discussing. I know Elon has been highlighting this big time, as well as a number of well-known people out there on X. That's pretty much the way people are seeing it, is from the X and finding out information there, because the major news outlets they're not even really going there. It doesn't fit their narrative, which is kind of disgusting if you really think about it. If something doesn't go with everything what your worldview is and what you want to push, maybe you need to reevaluate your worldview. What's the point of even making anything, of bringing news to people and telling them about the situation when you can't touch this? This is overall, it's disgusting in that aspect of it. It's so terrible what happened to this woman. She fled Ukraine to come to what she thought would be a safer place to live. And this just goes to everyone out there. I'm sure there's many people out there that have daughters or even sons or anything like that, and you want to feel that you are sending them out into a world that is safe, that they can feel comfortable living in the United States, that they don't have to worry about the person sitting behind them that's going to just stab them to death and kill them. It's a horrible, tragic event that happened, and I don't want to feed into, it's all black people or people, it's all of minorities or anything like that, because everybody, any people group has got issues. So I don't want to even say that that's but it does make me sick, because I know that X, it always promotes, it seems like floods into my feed of just videos of black people just piling on and just destroying white people and ganging up on them, smashing their heads in and all this kind of stuff. And it's just, I don't know if X is just trying to get a rise out of people, or if this is this widespread that this is happening. Because if you're just looking at your phone and looking at your news feed, it would seem like it's happening every second. But if you go to just the regular mainstream network news out there, you're not going to see this kind of stuff. There's good people and bad people in every ethnicity. Being one color or anything like that doesn't make you evil or bad or anything like that. That's the stupidest thing in the world, especially if you come to it from a biblical worldview, that we're all on the same playing field. Everybody is equal in the sense that we are all made in the image of God. But it does fit into cultures are breeding things and adding fuel to the flames of things that are just out of this world, insane and diabolical. And if they I think there is a lot more cohesion within the black community. They are able to grab each other by the necks and say, put your head on, get it together. There's a lot more just fractured mentality within the white community. I think white people will turn on each other in a dime. They don't care about it. There is nothing in it. They're more of a part of ideologies about the narratives that the mainstream networks want to promote. But the black community, they can start calling this out, and I think a lot of them are. Things like this is happening. This is definitely, it's not a something that represents an emblematic of everything. But if you're looking on just social media, you're always seeing these just gruesome and just stomping on heads of people and just cheap shots. That's the thing that like almost pisses me off the most is like if you want to fight someone, fight them. I mean, if you're having to fight women, that is despicable. But if you're going to fight somebody straight up guy to guy, don't be cheap shotting them and don't be like just piling on them and ganging up on them, stomping their heads when they're down like animals. That's freaking disgusting. There's that in any culture, but I think we got to call things out. I don't want to be a person that just, I'm going to close my eyes to what is out there. You know, I think everybody gets what's going on. But if this doesn't fit in the media's narrative, the mainstream out there, like I think we should continue to daylight it because it is a sick event. And I think Elon, as well as a number of people out there, are still calling attention to it because this is going to be easily swept under the rug if we're not careful. Next week, something different's going to happen and everybody's going to move past this. This is a huge moment in our history, American history, that this white woman, this blonde woman that is not even American, just comes here and she just gets eviscerated by someone sitting behind her and she's just getting off of work. Imagine you just put in your time, you went and put in 8 hours or whatever, and then you're just going home on your phone and this happens. It's disgusting. But I think we should call it out. We should continue to put it out there and be talking about it because the narrative of like I said, the mainstream news networks out there are going to, it doesn't fit what they believe is right, what they want to put in front of people. They want to get just people divided over stupid stuff as opposed to what is the truth, what is real, and let's be able to discern truth from falsehood. All right, we'll leave it at that. Stay safe out there, and everybody just hug your loved ones every day because you never know when their last day is up. You know, you never know when your day is up. All right, we'll leave it at that.